Just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow. Back my logo, for show, fogo. Now get down on it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chargers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
2 1-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Rivers now. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll throw again. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. He's at the 50, the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a third and 8 more. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And with that touchdown, Antonio Gates, now the all-time leader in touchdowns by a tight end. That's 112, Charles, for his great career. Moves him past Tony Gonzalez.
That's a career now. When you put up those kind of numbers, that is something to be proud of. And both of them former college basketball players who turned into productive players in the NFL.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So that'll back them up 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3, second down. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. On third and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. For Gordon, he saw his total touchdowns jump from 0 as a rookie to 12 last year. He's got his first in 2017. And remember, he didn't finish the season last year due to an injury, so there's room to grow on that 12-touchdown threshold that he established, and he always adds something new to his game. Look out. He could have a big year in 2017. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet. So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams,
it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This one taken from the 7. Look at the spin. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I know that's something people say you have to live with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback. 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons. But remember, he's been dealing with a depleted wide receiver core.
Yeah, it's very true. But those 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons you mentioned, most in the NFL. This is Ajayi. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill going deep here for Parker. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Oh, they get to the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, time, and he's all the way into the end zone. It's so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Unable to corral him. He fights through, and now running right through it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rivers now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Frank's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense. defense and over the post.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appears that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A toss play, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They run. It's Oliver. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
They run it here with Oliver. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now you've got to kick the field goal, right? You do, and actually you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through. I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here. And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game. See if they can do just that. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope. No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run again with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run with Ajayi, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Frank's kick is good. They've gone final now from Los Angeles. And the Redskins have scored to swing back in front. Kirk Cousins, nearly 300 passing yards to lead his crew. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, twisting away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.